Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, aka Fleurs, and today we're going to be talking about ponds. And one of my favourite jokes is actually about a pond, so I'm going to pop this in here now just as a bit of a segment, because why not? Why should you never ice skate on a duck pond? Because the ice might quack. I don't know why I love that joke so much. But anyway, that's not why you're here to listen to my terrible jokes. You're here for me to show you the pond design ideas that I've come up with. This week, the Daisy members chose this as the weekly video, so I hope you all enjoy it. If you want to learn more about the Daisy channel membership, then go to the link in the description and it will tell you all about the perks. But essentially what I have done is come up with 5 different ideas to really give you some inspiration for creating a pond. I think they are one of the easiest way to fill an area on your island. Whether they're big or small, you can make something really, really cute. So hopefully this video will help inspire you to do that. Before we get started, please remember to like the video if you've enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more Animal Crossing content, then please remember to subscribe. We'd love to have you on the channel. So I think that's about it. Let's get started. So for number 1, the first idea is to create a fishing pond. I've set this one up in the woodland area and I think it looks really, really nice. We've got lots of different things going on, lots of the cedar trees, lots of flowers, some bushes, etc. And then down the front here where I've created the dock, and all I've done here is just put a bit of land sticking out into the pond and then put a custom design over the top to create the idea of wooden planks on the dock. And then I've just gone in with some fishing items. So we've got the fishing stand, a fishing rod, some barrels, of course, the fish drying rack. I love these. I love seeing them on Instagram when people have made giant lakes, and I think that they just look really, really wonderful. Perfect for an Instagram worthy shot. If you want to really capture it, then don't put too much on your dock. And look at that. Look how pretty that looks in the horizon. What a lovely way to capture all the trees, all the flowers just growing up there, and you get a nice bit of the water as well. It's a really, really great way to fill a space if you're not sure what to put there. And it can be functional as well. If you're trying to get your museum complete, then you can do some fishing on the dock for your pond fish. So that's number 1. I hope you like that one. I think creation wise it's quite simple. Just try and work your way out and try and find a pond that shape, size that you like and you're happy with. For number 2, I wanted to have a play around with different size ponds but also keep them quite close together. So these are all kind of middle to small size ponds, and I just thought that the way that I set them up looked really, really cute, something a bit different. And you could create a nice walkway through the ponds, maybe a nice park area. I've tried to complement the shape, so this one's a bit more like a corner, and then this one's kind of got 2 ponds joined together, and then this one's kind of on the horizontal as well. I thought it would be nice for it to be like a park area, so I've added in a bench back here and just a little seating area. If I'm honest, I really just wanted to use this path. It's gorgeous, and I haven't been able to use it on this island yet, so I thought that it would complement the area nicely with all the white flowers. And then we've got some bug models. I decided to use the tulip surprise boxes as well. Again, these can be functional fishing ponds. They're not too hard to create. It's just about having a play around with what shapes and sizes work for you, and remembering to round off the edges so that you get that nice natural look. In at number 3, I've got something that isn't so natural. It probably would be classed as man-made, as I don't think this would occur anywhere, but I've come up with a square pond. And what's really important about this one, or what I think helps enhance it, is having that little island in the middle. As you can see, I've put some flower custom designs underneath just to add an extra something, and then on top I've put the statue. And in order to do this, all you need to do is just kind of carve out the square that you're wanting, or I went around the edges and then left the 4x4 in the middle and just gave myself 2 ways to come out, and then I just blocked it off at the end. So it's really simple to do. I'm sure you guys know how to make a square pond. It's not overly complicated, but I think it can look really, really beautiful, especially if you're working on sort of more a regal or elegant island, something with more uniformity in it, which I'm currently doing, so I may have to include this somewhere in my island. And then on the edges, I've used the paving slabs to kind of section off the area, and then I've put some little details on the corner with the Turkey Day garden stand and some floating biome planters on top. But obviously you could add whatever you want on the corners. I'm sure there's lots of different things that you could use. Plants, cypress plants might look nice there. And then I've put in the hedges as kind of a way to block off the corners and the sides, but I didn't want to do it completely, so I've left some gaps here just so that you can get a really good look at the statue. So yeah, that's something a bit different. Let me know what you think about this one. Maybe this would fit better on your island. Yeah, let me know. Next up is number 4. How could I do a pond video and not include a duck pond? So this is my little kind of cute duck pond that I've done here. I mean, anyone can do a pond and then put ducks around the edges, but what I really wanted to touch on with doing the duck pond was the fact that I've put kind of the little square islands in the middle, which are a great way to add detail and a great way to place your ducks. I've added the puddle design underneath. I just think that's super cute and I love the design. And also I've used the Karopi snack as an alternative. Maybe you don't want to do a duck pond, maybe you want to do a frog pond. That's also okay, and they look fabulous too, so I just added that in. And then I've just scattered ducks around the outside. I've put some on the log stump back here. Again, adding in the puddle design. You could also use the stone design. I think that's really cute. Maybe even pop them on some barrels. There's lots of different things that you can do with this. I think it's quite important to keep a duck pond quite natural though, which is why I've gone with just flowers and bushes and the wild log bench, so that you can still enjoy coming and sitting and watching the ducks and feeding the ducks. So that is number 4. Again, I'm sure that you guys can come up with something beautiful for this as well. And for number 5, I've created a kind of swamp area. This is definitely not what I normally do, and there's a lot of furniture items in here that I don't normally use. But I really wanted to try it out, and that was because I wanted to test out playing with little tiny ponds. So as you can see here, I've just popped in some different random shapes. I've not been overly worried about making sure that they curve, because I think there's so many different little areas here, and I don't think necessarily all the time they would be rounded off. So that's why I've kind of tried to look at creating more interesting shapes, and I think I've achieved that. And then for my swamp, essentially what I've added in is some green mums, lots of weeds, random furniture items with the hedge standee. I've got the spooky stool back there, some mossy rocks, just lots and lots of green, which I like. I actually think it's quite a cool idea to have a swamp on your island. I've also tried to incorporate some bamboo trees as well. Anyway, it's just something very different for me. I'm just gonna quickly show you how to make these tiny little ponds. Maybe you know, but I think sometimes it can be something to get your head around, just building with areas that are so small. So in order to make the tiny little ponds, what you need to do, if I can get my waterscaping on, so do one here, and then just join it together. And then because they're on each side, they're on a right angle, it should round it off nicely, and you just get this really cute kind of shape. I don't know what to call it, but I really like it, and I really like using it. So maybe it's a shape that you want to incorporate when you're creating ponds on your island. So that is my swamp, another way to mix up using the pond terraforming. So guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed the different pond designs that I've shown you today. I hope that you've maybe taken away some inspiration for it. Let me know what you like to do with your pond designs on your island. Do you like them big? Do you like them small? What kind of details do you like to add? Feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm really interested. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again shortly with another video. Bye bye.